I'm pleased to say we're joined by the newly crowned World Grand Prix champion, Mike De Decker. Thanks for the time, Mike. How are you doing?
Really good.
Well, we're talking still less than 24 hours after you won your first major title at the World Grand Prix last night. You said on Sky you had no words. Is it still sinking in what you've achieved?
Yeah, it's still sinking in. I'm kind of in disbelief what I did last week. But yeah, like I've said a million times already, I'm over the moon. Won my first major title after like 2 months of picking my first senior title up on the Pro Tour. So I've been ecstatic.
And I remember when we spoke to you just after you won that first senior title, you said you had a pot noodle and some grapes and then you went straight to bed. What were the celebrations like last night?
Well, I got in a car and I had a drive of 2 hours, well, a trip of 2 hours to Wigan. And then just went to bed, tried to get some sleep, but my best friend was staying with me and he was snoring, so there wasn't much sleep in for me. So hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have a good night's sleep tonight. Well, let's look back at last week because obviously it's a landmark win in your darts career. At the start of the tournament, the sponsors there had you at 100 to 1. I think there was 200 to 1 in places as well. When you walked into the arena on that Tuesday for your first round, what were your expectations for the tournament?
Well, I just wanted to get through my first game. It's never nice losing first round. And it was a tough game because it's a short format, the first rounds. And Damon was the highest non-seeded player as well. And we were both brilliant on starting doubles. And I was lucky in that game that Damon missed the one dart at double eight to win. But it only went better from there.
Yeah, it certainly did. You mentioned Damon had his match starts to beat you, but after that, to beat Gary Anderson 3-0, James Wade 3-0 as well, not to lose a set to either of them, both established names in darts. As you're ticking off these wins, when do you start to believe the title could be on?
Well, I wasn't really thinking about the title at all. I just wanted to perform and show that I can play on stage as well. I was thinking about the title when I was 4-1 up against Luke. Then it started to like, well, I'm close now.
Yeah.
Like, only 2 more sets. But then Luke went kind of on a rampage for the next 3 sets. But yeah, I got it over the line and it's a brilliant feeling.
We'll come on to that final in a moment because it was such a great game to watch for us last night. But the semi-final, you and Dimitri van der Berg, an all-Belgian clash. I know you said before there was a lot of interest back home for people to watch that game. So just give us an idea of what the interest was like back home for that one.
Well, there was speculations by everyone saying that I was going to win, and then on the other side, Dimitri was going to win, and the media was all on top of it. So yeah, the interest was really big, and in my eyes, Dimitri on stage will always be the favorite. Maybe not anymore now, but in that game he was always going to be the favorite. But I think the moment and being the first semi-final of a major with 2 Belgians in it, the whole thing kind of got to him because he was, well, maybe cruel to say, but horrendous at starting doubles, and I took advantage of it.
Yeah, you certainly did, and I know we've spoke to you and Dimitri as well before about Belgian darts. It's growing all the time. A young player that we saw at the weekend, 13 years old, Lex Passhouse, winning the World Masters boys. He's qualified for the Lakeside. You're smiling. I'm guessing you've come across this young man already.
Yeah, there's a shop in Belgium that sponsors me. And I usually go there like 2 days a week to have a little practice. And Lex was there, and he was playing on a Scolia board. And every 2-3 throws, I was hearing the Scolia going 180, and I was thinking, Jesus. And then we played a best of 11 against each other, and it was a 6-5. So yeah, the kid's some real talent. And if he keeps his head on straight, and he has really good parents behind him as well, because I've had a little chat with them. And if he keeps doing what he's doing and he's just keep practicing, then the kid can go places. Yeah.
Definitely one to watch. And let's get back to you. You obviously get past Dimitri 5-2 in the semi-finals. What was it like waking up on that Sunday morning going, I'm playing in a major final tonight?
Well, I was more relaxed for the final than I was to play Dimitri. I was so happy to be in that final, and I was just thinking, just let's have a good game, like show the world what you can do. I was never expecting myself to win, and I think 5 minutes before I had to do the walk on, I was thinking, come on, just make sure you get one set, so it's not a whitewash. So yeah, I was more relaxed going into that game than the semi-final against Dimitri.
Yeah, and you mentioned you wanted to win one set. You end up winning 6 of them though, but you go 1-0 down, you win the next 4 sets. We see the big reaction from you going 4-1 up, and you mentioned earlier that's when you really started to believe that you could win it. Then we saw the comeback from Luke Humphries, as many people expect from him, the 1-4-9, the 1-5-2 finishes. Suddenly it's 4-all. How did you keep it all together at that point?
I was just thinking about what I said to myself before that game. Like, just relax, have a good game, and then anything can happen. And I kind of got off stage with that mindset during a break, and then got back on and felt relaxed and just did what I had to do.
Yeah, you definitely did. You take the next 2 sets, you win it 6-4, and we could see straight after the match is done, the emotions. You go down to see your supporters in the crowd. There's a few tears as well. Just talk to me about their moments, because I'm sure you've dreamt of them many times before.
It's something you can't describe. It's such an amazing feeling, especially with my best friend being there, my manager. I'm still lost for words for what really happened though.
Yes, a special moment. And the World Grand Prix is such a unique tournament as well, with the double start. You only made your debut in it last year, so have you got any other previous experience doing the double start at all?
No, not really. No.
You just seem to get to grips with it this
Yeah,
year. All
this
seems to
year,
click.
yeah, my doubles were especially my starting doubles were really good. And my double 16, it was first or second dart most of the time. So yeah, then it's easy to play double in, double out.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I know you've said before you're not one for the limelight, but now you are a major champion. You're going to have a lot more eyes on you, more media commitment. Are you ready for that, or do you feel like the last week you've had all those media interviews already that you are going to get used to it?
Well, I'll have to, because I said it on stage as well in my after the game. I'm loving the feeling of winning, so I hope I can continue winning, and then I'll have to continue doing interviews. So yeah.
We shall see. Well, the tour is relentless. You're straight to Wigan for 2 more Players' Championships over the next couple of days. Then you've got the Euro Tour in Prague. I know that's an important event to try and get to the European Championship. Do you like that you're straight back in the thick of it, or would you have liked to have a few days off?
A few days off would have been nice, but yeah, that's the season.
Yeah.
So we're not going to complain, and we're going to give it our best again.
And I know it's still early days. It only happened last night, but is there any plans in the works, family, friends, to have some sort of celebration when you get back home?
I have no idea. I'll see when I get back home.
And lastly, looking ahead, there's already been talk amongst darts fans, our listeners, the Premier League next year. Is that something you've got your eye on, or is it just focus on what's to come?
I said it yesterday as well. I think it's, for me, a bit early to already be in the Premier League. I've just started to get used to the stage and the interviews and all the media things. But if the PDC decides that I have to be in the Premier League, I will definitely 100% say yes. But if it's not, then I don't mind really.
Mike, it's a pleasure to sit down and chat with you so soon after last night. Congratulations on the win, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the year.
Thank you.